Dear friends, just see what we are going to see is Osho's Sivashutra 37. Osho's Sivashutra 37. What's it given here? Shiva says to Parvati, Devi. You know, Devi is the word he calls to his beloved. Devi, imagine. Imagine means just think about it. The Sanskrit. See, Sanskrit are the letters. Generally, it is told that the people, earlier days, they used to speak in Sanskrit. Devi, imagine the Sanskrit letters in these honey-filled fuzzy of awareness. So, letters. So, Devi, imagine the Sanskrit letters. Sanskrit letters means what? Generally, the words, what we speak. In these honey-filled fuzzy of awareness, first as letters. The basic of all what we speak is letters, isn't it? In English, A to Z. So, letters. Then more subtly as sounds. Then after that, through letters, what do you get? Sounds. Then as more subtle feeling, then leaving them aside, be free. So, what he says is, Devi, imagine the Sanskrit letters in this honey-filled fuzzy of awareness, first as letters, then more subtly as sounds. From letters and words, you go in for sounds, right, sir? Understood? Letters are there, words or letters, whatever it is. From letters, you come back to sounds. From sounds, where do you come back? To feeling. See, my feeling is expressed through sound, isn't it? The sound are through words. The words are through letters. You are coming in reverse order. Letters, sound, then you come back to the feeling. Then as most subtle feeling, then leaving them aside, be free. After that, you leave it and you become free. So, this is the Sivashutra. It is said, 37th Sutra. Put on both the lights, both that. So, my dear friends, here what he says is, the words are the thoughts. Do you believe in that philosophy, in this philosophy? Words are the thoughts, right? Words are the thoughts. What it goes in your mind are the thoughts. The thoughts indirectly means what? The words. See, tomorrow what should I do? How can I get that money? How can I pay the amount? How to take care of my home, house, children, car? So, all the thoughts are invariably the words, isn't it, sir? So, here the thoughts are the words in sequence. In sequence, it is arranged. And the truth of thoughts, what is it given? A sound pattern, isn't it, sir? The sounds are there. From the sounds, words comes. Through the words, thoughts are created. And through the thoughts, what is it created? Religions are created. Philosophies are created. Scientific inventions are made. Computer technology and software and whatnot, everything is created by what? From the letters, words, then from the letters, words, thoughts, from the thoughts, everything is created. Philosophies are made. Letters, words, thoughts, philosophies. What type of world do we live in? We are living in a world of philosophies, isn't it? Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, one Hindu, one Christian, one Mohammedan, one Jew, one Naidu, one Rao, one Malayali, one Telugu, one Tamilian, one Britisher, one American, one Chinese. So, all these things are what? It is all the philosophies created by the words. So, what do we do with the philosophies? See, India and Pakistan, what is happening? The fight is happening, war is happening. The war is happening because of what? Because of merely the words, nothing else. You say something bad about Ram, you get angry. You speak something bad about Muhammad, they get angry. You say something bad about Christ, Christians are getting angry. So the words can create what? Great problems. So what happens here? So words are created into thoughts. So what are the basic things of whatever it is, all the philosophies, what are the basic things? You go from philosophy to back. What it comes behind the philosophy? It is the thoughts. Behind the thoughts, what does it come? It is the words. Behind the words, what does it come? Letters. Behind the letters, what does it come? The feelings. Feelings. So the root cause of all those things are what? Feelings. From feeling, sound comes. Sound comes. The sound is converted into letters and words. From words, what it comes? Philosophy. Thoughts comes. From thought, what it comes? Philosophy. Here, Lord Shiva says to Parvati, go back, reverse. From philosophy, thought. From thought, word. From word, sounds. Letter. Okay, letters. Then sounds. Then feeling. Come to the feeling point. So everything, the basic is what? The feeling. So the feeling is expressed through sound, isn't it, sir? See, in this living being, amongst the living being, man is the only being, he uses the words. No other living being uses the words. Have you seen the cow, horse, a monkey, a lion? Lion roars, and each one gives the sound. That sound is equal to their feelings, right? Only human being, other beings, they wear the masks. Whatever they speak, the speech is against their thoughts. Say they do all type of manipulations. The word Ram or Christ is just a sound, isn't it? Ram or Christ is just a sound. I tell bad about Ram, you get angry. I tell bad about Christ, you get angry. I tell bad about the opposition leader, you get angry. I tell bad about something, or you tell bad about the Prime Minister, I get angry. Merely what are they? They are the sounds. A child, when it is born, what is the first sound it relates with its mother? Ma. Ma. So the mother sound, you just see in all the countries, like you go in for Kerala. What do they say? Amme? Amme? In Telugu? Ma. Okay. In English? Mother. So universally, if you find the child, when it gives the first sound ma, it expresses what? It expresses it needs something. It needs the love, the first love expression of the baby, the kid. The sound which it makes is ma. So here, the sutra says here, go backwards. Go backwards. So he just says, go to the feeling. Don't go in for, from the philosophies, go back to the words. How do the animals communicate to each other? They give a different sound when they are making love. When they are angry, they make a sound. And when they are in a state of ecstasy, they make a sound. We human beings, mostly, as I have told you earlier, we are mostly eye-oriented people. We read the letters, we read the words, we read the what? all type of paper, magazines. So, we are mostly of what oriented people? Eye oriented people, but we just do not show much importance for our ears. Ears in the sense the listening part. See, ear, this is just a transmitter. It transmits the sounds. Whatever you hear, there are thousands of sounds going on. If all the sounds is transmitted, then what happens? You become mad. So, ear is a place, it is a transmission. What does it do? Nearly 99% of the sounds which you hear outside it blocks, and it gives you only 1% of the sound which you are in need of. And that sounds are converted into what? Your understanding, whatever you understand. So, we generally what we do is we just look upon and we concentrate much upon eyes. The words are related now in the present world, 90% the words are related with eyes alone. Only 10% we concentrate on ears, but it should be in the reverse order. 90% of the sound should be, 90% of the words should be heard through the ears, and only 10% should be seen through the eyes. So, here a child, when is it born, what is the language it communicates with? Does it straight away start speaking in English or Tamil? No. It expresses its wants and needs through certain sounds, isn't it, sir? Have you seen many houses, they will be having dogs as pet animals, cats as pet animals? Dogs, how do we call a dog? Do we speak with the dog? We say some word, it can understand that particular language, and it responds according to the what you speak, because certain times it is able to understand what you speak. That when you are not in ego, when you are not in pride, when you are totally aware of that horse, you are fully aware with the horse or a dog or a cat, then when you communicate with them, then you will be able to easily understand their language and easily able to communicate with them. So, here language as such, I speak with you in English, right? You understand English. I speak with you in Tamil, you understand Tamil. Suppose I speak in some other language, say for example Chinese language, will you be able to understand? Definitely no. Then what you are going to do? You are not going to listen. In the same way, a child, or when we are speaking with the animals has a language which they can understand. You communicate with them, and suddenly when you change the language, they are aware of, and they won't be able to understand what the language you are speaking, and they try to get away from you. Next, here, so far you are able to understand what we have spoken. What we have spoken. From the thought, from the philosophies, thoughts comes. From the thought, words. From the words, letters. And from the letters, it is the feelings, right, sir? Dear friends, now so far we have come this much, and the second part here, what Shiva says is, you and I, everybody are standing on philosophies. We are standing on philosophies. On philosophies means what? I am a Hindu, I am a Christian, I am a Mohammedan. So, we stand on philosophies. We stand on religion. Unless you leave the philosophy, you cannot be a religious person. Unless you leave the religion, you cannot be a religious person. Because for me, one religion is best, and for him, other religion is best. According to me, his religion is bad. According to him, my religion is bad. So, unless you come out of the philosophies, Unless you come out of the religion, you cannot be a religious person. So, how to control the feeling? The feeling, how to control the feeling? Feeling means what? Certain things which you want, certain things which you don't want. So, now presently the feelings and mind, two things are there. Can the mind control the feeling? This is the point. Where is the feeling? Is the feeling above the head or below the head? It is below. See what is said. See, as we have seen, philosophies, thoughts, in reverse order we are going. Philosophies, thoughts, then words, then letters, then sounds, then feelings. The philosophies are in the head. So, root is feelings. We have to alter the feelings. We have to take away the feelings. So, to change the feelings, what we have to go to do? We are going back in a reverse order. Can the mind and feelings, is the feelings is in the control of the mind? People are afraid of feeling, aren't they? If you leave the feeling as such, what happens? The society becomes so chaotic, confused. For reasoning, we can do all type of reasoning through the mind, but feelings, how do you control? So, what is that which you can do? So, he says, unless you go and see inside the feelings, you cannot be able to alter the feelings. So, through the mind, what is mind? Mind is standing on the philosophies. The top bottom is the feeling. Feeling is the root cause. So, from there how can you come? Unless you go inside the feeling, you cannot alter the feelings, you cannot change the feelings. Then he says, get out of the feeling. This is what he says. Then coming here, the sounds here. What is a mantra? In India it is very famous, mantras. Mantras doesn't have a meaning. Mantras as such, it doesn't have a meaning. You say, take the word Om. Don't we say Om? Om is a mantra, isn't it? Does the Om has a meaning? No meaning. That's just the sound, Om. Om is just a sound. Mantras, as the sounds of mantra, can change the person's mood, can change the person's feelings. The mantra can control the feelings, the sounds, as we have seen, the feelings are expressed through sounds, isn't it? Feelings are expressed through sounds. Certain feelings, at the time of making love, men and women, they make a sound. Animals make a sound. The sounds, mantras, those sounds, when a priest or a master says that mantra, it can change your feeling, change your feeling. That's what songs, most of the songs, the music background, it can change your feelings. So, two things are there. One is eros. What do you mean by eros feelings? Eros feelings. It increases your libido. Libido means what? Your lust to live in this world. It makes you to live in this world. You want to live for a long time in this world. So, it makes you, that mantra can be for good and bad for you. Some mantras can make you the will to live in this world for a long time, and some mantras makes you straight away you want to go and commit suicide by hearing the mantras. So, mantras has the power. The mantra means indirectly what? It is the sounds. That sounds, I don't know, practically if you just experience, you so far I don't know whether you have checked that experience. The magicians, have you seen them? They use some sort of mantras. During the marriage time, they use some sort of mantras. Housewarming sessions, they use different. And there is one other mantra called Thanatos. Thanatos mantras means what? It is something which makes you to get a feeling. That sound makes you to get a feeling to go and commit suicide. From feeling, sound comes, right? That sounds something which makes you to live a better life and something which makes you to go and commit suicide. So, two type of things are there. So, here coming here to the last section, what we human beings in this modern 21st century, that is 2013, we do, what do we live? Each one is carrying a mask. You go to your home, you laugh at your wife, or as wife comes, husband laughs, there is a mask. You meet your manager, you wear a mask and speak. The sounds which are coming are nowhere related to the feeling which you want to express. So, completely opposite. The words which you speak and the feeling which you have is completely opposite. It is completely a mask which each one of them are wearing. So, here when you go directly towards the feeling, when you go back from words and all those things, as Shiva says to Parvati, when you go back, when you come to the root cause where the feeling is, and when you take away the feeling, then what happens? See, wherever you go, you want to go to Himalayas, you want to go to Kodaikanal, you want to go to Ooty, Delhi or Mumbai, America, can you leave your mind and go? Is it possible to leave the mind and go? The mind is coming with you. What is the mind? The mind is all the thoughts and philosophies, all those things which you take and go. But when you directly go and have a look at the feeling, and when you alter, even the mind can be let aside. So, what you have to do is, what Shiva says is, don't directly try with the feelings. You cannot directly try with the feelings. Straight away I go to my feelings. Okay, I just change my feelings. No, it is not possible. So, first what you have to eliminate? Number one, your philosophies to be eliminated. What are the philosophies? I am a Indian, I am a Christian, I am a Hindu, I am a Tamilian, I am a Rao, I am a Reddy, I am a Chettiar. First you have to remove the philosophies, number one. Number two, remove your all the thoughts which are going on inside your mind. What are the thoughts? Shall I do this or shall I do that, and shall I take this, or all the thoughts arranged in a logistic order which is no way related to the feeling, which is no way related to the feeling. The feeling thoughts is okay. Certain thoughts which are no way related to that real feeling, that should be eliminated. Then words should be removed. Then you come back to the letters to be removed. Then sounds, you are going to the sounds you remove. Then you come back, come inside the feeling. After setting all these things free, then you are coming to the feeling. Then what you are able to understand is, you can do certain alteration in the feelings. Straight away you cannot go inside the feeling and alter the feeling. See, suppose you have a number. What is your name, sir? You have a name, right? His name is one name. So, if we call him as 101 or 105 or 201, 1001, both are same, isn't it? You call him Peter, call him Raghu, or call him 115, what is the difference it makes? Doesn't make. It is just a sound, right? Generally what people say, when you die, at least your name should last for a long time. What is that? Your name should last for a long time. Can your name will last for a long time? That is just a sound. Can the sound can last for a very long time? Name is what, sir? Just a sound, isn't it? As you die, the name also dies. As you die, the name also dies. When you cannot save yourself, how can you going to how are you going to save your name? As you die, the name also goes off. It is all the thoughts which people carry, so and so, that person and this person. It stands, it comes for some time, then it goes off. So, here as Shiva says, to alter the feelings or get away from the feelings, and to feel who you are, what you are, and come to your center, come to your being, come to your consciousness, come to know what you are. The eternal power, who you are, removing the mask, removing all the philosophies, all the wrong philosophies, all the interpretations, and coming to the real human part. Nobody has created India and Pakistan or America. So-called creations has not made, it is all man-made. All the religions, all the technologies. Do you think all the technologies are the super technologies? Today's technology, tomorrow is outdated technology. All the technologies, see all the beautiful buildings in New York, all the great Taj Mahals, all the great dams. One side we find technology, one other side what we find? Nuclear bombs and hydrogen bombs, rockets are made, helicopters are made, manufactured, aeroplanes. Most of the death has been caused by aeroplanes and helicopters, bombings. One side you find all the scientific inventions because of the human brain, human mind. One other side what you see? All type of destruction already done and is ready to be, and people are waiting, and people are the common people are bit bothered. Anytime the world may be get destroyed because of the scientific development. So these two parts are there. So the root cause is all the philosophies. Go back to the philosophies, as he says, go back to the thoughts, go back to the words, go back to the sounds, go back to the feelings, and remove the feelings off. Then you find who you are. Then you find the emptiness. In the emptiness you find who you are. So this is the philosophy what Shiva says to Parvati. This is the 37th philosophy. So in short, I request my dear friends, what you are able to understand. Yes, could you just stand up and say what you are able to understand?
Shiva says Parvati. Parvati says Shiva. Just to remove.
Take the mic, put on the mic, look at the camera.
Hello?
Speak. Okay. Look at the camera.
Shiva says Parvati, just remove the feelings from your mind.
Yes, says.
Because nowadays technologies are outdated.
Very fine. Okay, sir. What you are able to understand?
Actually, Shiva Sutra says, don't try to directly remove.
Look at that.
Remove our religious and then thought, then remove our words and sounds, and then finally come to your feelings. Then only you can know who you are.
Very fine, sir. What you are able to understand, sir?
We stand on philosophy. Unless we come out to the religious, the philosophy and the thought and word and sound, and this mantra is created from the sound only. This mantra can change only from feelings. Suppose we can change the feelings, we can come out of the mind, and then we can create or which is good or bad.
So here what he says is directly coming from mind to the feeling. What is the mind? Philosophy. Feeling is what? The feeling what you have. You are directly, you cannot straight away jump into the feeling. You have to come through the process of mind, that is
Mind.
philosophy, words and all those things, then coming to the feeling. Then coming out of the feeling, getting out of the feeling, then you are the being. So simple. Getting out of the feeling, all type of feeling happens, all type of feeling, daily, morning to night you get the feeling, and the feeling produces sounds, and all type of things happens. So directly you cannot control the feeling. To control the feeling, what you have to do is jump out of the feeling through the mind, and once you come out of the feeling, then you understand what you are. Then you understand the true being, the true power, consciousness. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, what you are able to understand, please stand up.
Mantras can control feelings. We can't directly control our feelings, First, you must remove philosophy, and you must remove your thoughts. You must remove your words, letters, sounds, and finally, you can alter your feeling. If you by altering your feeling, you can find who you are.
So, your being means what? The human being and the mind. What is the bridge between both these things? It is the feeling. The bridge between real you and the mind is feeling. What you are able to understand? Ninakku endha Malayalathil samsarikka edu ariyo? Adilla. Okay. Okay. In short, I will say in Tamil for 5 minutes and go. நண்பர்களே, இந்த சிவசூத்திரத்தில் சிவன் என்ன சொல்லுகிறார்கள் என்றால், இந்த ஃபீலிங் என்று சொல்லக்கூடிய உணர்வுகள், இந்த உணர்வுகள் மூலமாக வரக்கூடிய சத்தம், இந்த சத்தங்கள் மூலமாக வரக்கூடிய வார்த்தைகள், இந்த வார்த்தைகள் மூலமாக வரக்கூடிய எண்ணங்கள், இந்த எண்ணங்கள் மூலமாக வரக்கூடியது தான் தத்துவங்கள். உலகத்திலே நடக்கக்கூடிய அனைத்து பாருங்க, அனைத்து விஷயங்களும் தத்துவத்தின் அடிப்படையாக இருக்கிறது. ஒரு கிறிஸ்துவன் இருக்கிறான், கிறிஸ்துவத்தை நம்புகிறான். ஒரு இஸ்லாம், ஒரு ஹிந்து, ஸோ இந்த மதத்தை நம்புகிறான், அந்த மதத்தை நம்புகிறான். இதெல்லாம் தத்துவங்கள். இந்த தத்துவங்களுக்காக போர் செய்ய தயாராக இருக்கிறான். இந்த தத்துவங்களுக்காக சண்டை நடைபெறுகிறது. இந்த தத்துவங்கள் அப்படி பார்க்கும் பொழுது மூல காரணம் எங்கன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா எதுலேருந்து வருதுன்னா ஃபீலிங்லேருந்து வருகிறது. அப்போ எடுத்த உடனே போய் அந்த ஃபீலிங்கை போய் நம்ம ஒன்றும் செய்ய முடியாது. அந்த ஃபீலிங்கை நம்ம கொஞ்சம் ஆல்டரேஷன் பண்ணணும்னா ஃபஸ்ட்டு நீங்கள் என்ன பண்ணணும், அந்த தத்துவங்களை மாற்ற வேண்டும். அடுத்தது அந்த வார்த்தைகளை மாற்ற வேண்டும். அப்புறம் தான் அந்த உணர்வுகளுக்கு ஃபீலிங்குள்ளே வர முடியும். ஸ்ட்ரெயிட்டாகவே நீங்கள் போய் ஃபீலிங்கை மட்டும் மைண்டை தத்துவத்தை அப்படியே வச்சுக்கிட்டு ஃபீலிங்கை மட்டும் போய் ஆல்ட்ரேஷன் பண்ணிங்கன்னா ஒன்றும் செய்ய முடியாது. என்னாகிவிடும், அது பயங்கரமாக பின் விளைவுகளை உண்டாக்கும். அப்போ நீங்கள் என்ன பண்ணணும், ஃபீலிங்குள்ளே வரணும். ஃபீலிங்குள்ளே வந்து அதுக்கப்புறம் அந்த ஃபீலிங்கை ஒவ்வொன்றா உடைத்து கொண்டு வர வேண்டும். அப்புறம் நீங்கள் ஃபீலிங் வந்து அந்த ஃபீலிங்கையும் உடைச்சி விடும்போது தான் உண்மையான நீங்கள் யார் என்பதை அறிந்து கொள்வீர்கள். இதுதான் இந்த சிவசூத்திரத்தினுடைய தத்துவம் 37. ஸோ இந்த உணர்வுகள், ஃபீலிங் என்பது உண்மையான நீ யார் என்ற பீயிங், மனிதன் பீயிங். அப்புறம் அந்த பக்கம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா மைண்டு, மனது, ரெண்டுக்கு நடுவில் இருக்கிறது தான் ஃபீலிங். ஃபீலிங் வந்து உணர்வுகள், உணர்வுகள் வந்து ஒரு பாலமாக இருக்கிறது. தேங்க்யூ வெரி மச். Dear friends, as we have seen, to change your feeling, straight away don't go and change your feeling. It is impossible. You struggle. The feeling, you have to go and feel the feeling. How do you change the feeling or get aside of the feeling? Many of the youngsters get the feeling of anger. How to change the feeling called anger? Some people have always think about, money oriented feeling, sex oriented feeling. That feeling either gives you the happiness or sorrow. So always you are struggling to change the feeling. Here in Shiva Sutra 37, Lord Shiva says the feeling can be changed by how? Find out the root cause, find out the core. See, from feeling the sound comes, from the sound what comes? Words comes, from the words what comes? Thought comes, from the thought what comes? Philosophy comes. You are sad because of the philosophy which you follow is wrong or which is not apt for you. The philosophy I have is only if I have money I will be happy. Right? If I have a philosophy, only if I have money then I will be happy. So always you are having a feeling of not feeling happy. So you want to change the feeling. You want to change the feeling from sadness to happy. What you have to do? First change your philosophy. What is the philosophy? No, even without money I can feel happy. You change the philosophy. Some fellows have a feeling, or some of them will have a feeling, only if I become powerful person, or if I get a government job, or if I join in a software company, or if I go to US, I'll have a good feeling, I'll feel happy. And suppose if it has not happened, then what happened? You feel uneasiness. So to change the feeling from negative to positive, what you have to do, first change the philosophy. No, even though I don't go abroad, okay, only if it is a government job I will feel happy. No, change the philosophy. Even when I start a business, I will feel happy. When you change the philosophy, your thoughts changes, the words which comes from you changes, and the sound changes, then feeling changes. Then go to the feeling and just feel how is it. Then set aside the feeling. Then you find your what you are. So the root cause of all those things are what? Feelings. And from the feelings what happens? Everything comes. The philosophies comes, right? So the words are what? Used for communication. Communication between people. If words are not there, what happens? If words are not there, what happens? In mind, what's happening? See, you see a person's face. His face is happy. His face is sad. His face is angry. Can you find out from a person's face? Can you find out from a person's face about his feeling? Sometime he may be anger. Why? Because of what? The thoughts which are going inside in his mind is something which is bad. The sounds which he utters inside his heart, inside his mind is something not pleasant. So he is feeling bad. His face is very happy. Why? The thoughts which are going inside his mind is what? Good one. So the philosophies which he takes, which he stands, according to that thoughts will be there. The thoughts will be going in his head. According to the thoughts, the words and sounds comes from him. With that the feeling. So according to the feeling, his face reflects. This face reflects what? His feelings. So his feelings are the words which are. See, whom do you speak the most with in a day? Whom do you speak the most? Anybody? Your mother, your father, family members, you? Whom do you speak most with? Family members. I say no. You speak with yourself the most. Isn't it so? Whom do you speak most, man? Yourself. The words which you speak in yourself, those are the sounds. If the sounds are very rough and tough and hard and everything, what happens? It reflects through your face. So the words has a power to affect your feelings. Is it so? Is it so? So the words, the root cause is the feeling. From the feeling everything comes. So to change your feelings from one to one, you cannot keep on sticking on to one feeling. You have to keep changing from one feeling to other feeling. Only then life will be something enjoyable. You cannot be in one extreme. You have to come to the midway. Both should be there. You have to go there, come here. You have to be in middle. So alteration of the feelings. This is what the Siva Sutra 37 says. Of course, he doesn't say the alteration of the feeling. What he says is, get away from the feelings also, then you will find out your being. So, நண்பர்களே, இப்பொழுது ஏற்கனவே பார்த்தபடி ஒருத்தருடைய முகத்தை பார்த்தால் அவருடைய மனதிலே என்ன சிந்தனைகள் ஓடிக்கொண்டிருக்கிறது என்று பார்க்க முடியும். முகம் சந்தோஷமாக இருந்ததுன்னா அவங்க உள்ளுக்குள்ள அவர்களுக்குள்ள பேசிக்கொண்டிருக்கக்கூடிய அந்த வார்த்தைகள் இனிமையாக இருக்கும். அது அவர்களுடைய உணர்வுகளை பிரதிபலிக்கும் முகம் மூலமாக. ஒரு முகத்தை பார்த்தா கோபமாக இருக்காரு, சந்தோஷமாக இருக்காரு, ஏமாற்றமாக இருக்கிறார், கடுங்கோபத்தில் இருக்கிறார். அப்படிங்கிறது முகத்தை எப்படி பார்த்தா தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும். அப்போ மனசில் அவருங்க என்ன நினைத்து கொண்டு இருக்கிறார்கள்னு நம்ம முகத்தை பார்த்தாலே அந்த வார்த்தைகளை நாம் கண்டுபிடித்து விடலாம். அப்போ ரொம்ப கோபமாக இருக்கார், அப்போ மனசுக்குள்ளே என்னமோ திட்டிட்டு இருக்காருன்னு அர்த்தம். அந்த திட்டுதல் வார்த்தைகள், அந்த உணர்வுகள் முகத்திலே பிரதிபலிக்கிறது. ஸோ இங்கே என்ன பண்ணணும்னா அந்த ஃபீலிங்ஸ், அந்த உணர்வுகளை நாம் மாற்ற வேண்டும்னா, சில பேர்த்துக்கு என்ன பணம் இருந்தால் தான் சந்தோஷம்னு சொல்லி ஒரு உணர்வு கிடைக்குன்னு நினச்சிட்டு இருப்பாங்க. பணம்னு இருப்பாங்க.
கிடைக்காம இருக்கும். அப்போ அவங்க தத்துவத்தை மாற்றணும். பணம் இல்லாட்டி சந்தோஷமாக இருக்கலாம்னு சொல்லும்போது இங்கே உணர்வுகள் மாறிவிடும். இன்னொன்று என்ன, சில பேர்த்துக்களோட ஒரு தத்துவம் இருக்குது, என்ன மதம் அந்த மதத்து சார்பில் உயிரை கொடுக்கணும்னு இருப்பாங்க. அப்போ அந்த விஷயம் அவங்க ஃபீலிங் உணர்வுகளை பாதிக்கும். அப்போ இந்த தத்துவத்தை மாற்றணும். மதமே இல்லை அப்படின்னு சொல்லும்போது அவங்க உணர்வுகள் எந்த விதமான பாதிப்பும் அடையாது. ஸோ நீங்கள் தத்துவத்தை மாற்றும் பொழுது உங்கள் உணர்வுகள் மாறும். ஸோ இதுதான் சிவசூத்திரம் 37. தேங்க்யூ வெரி மச்.